Last time on 2064, read-only memories.
17 trillion! I mean, are we gonna be impressed with this little guy or girl? Is it a guy or girl? Oh my god, am I already assuming it's gender?
Now for more quips in Neo San Francisco.
Hello everybody, WashShoot here, and welcome back to 2064, read-only memories. Oh my god, we were right in the middle of doing something interesting. This little guy broke into our fucking apartment yesterday, and he didn't even, like, wipe his feet or anything. I watched him when he came in. He sat on our desk and he destroyed our computer, but he was trying to help, but there was some electrical thing, but he backed up all of our data into his brain. So, or her brain, or their brain. I'm still, like, confusing genders with robots. Their brain, probably, because they don't have any genitals or chromosomes, so they probably, you know what, let's just keep going. Slow down, just start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay. Yes, I can do that.
Alright, then go for it, my little robot friend.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me.
Oh, that is not a good place to begin. And if you did know them, I know that most assaults are more connected to, people you know, but maybe not.
He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape.
Oh.
I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
I think Hayden got in trouble. What does everyone else think? That definitely sounds like a targeted assault. Why am I your best help? We've already been through that. Why, was anyone out for Hayden? What would they want? Why would they want Hayden? I feel like little Robo Bro here would have told us if they knew, but let's ask.
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped.
So if this Hayden guy is a top researcher, could that possibly mean that some of those people that were transformed, that were having the big lashback about it? Wait, no, they were the ones that were doing it. Maybe it was one of the people that really thought that, oh yeah, everybody needs to be human, kind of like the people who blow up abortion clinics, who just have this paralyzed, really aggressive view, and they're just like, I have to do something. So they're going to go after the people that are causing the upgrades and all the genetic modifications to people. I don't know. That could be a potential one.
I suspect it has to do with me.
Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing. I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience.
Oh, so that's why you don't seem like a robot at all.
It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him.
You know what? I might have been right on that regard, though.
Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
How any different from any other ROM? So, Chatty, what makes you special? Tell me more. Let's be targeted.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence.
Okay.
They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them.
Alright.
But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner.
I see, kind of like those chat rooms with a robot where it's just like, how are you? And then you say, hey, I'm doing pretty good. And they're like, what are you doing today? I'm like, oh my god, this is so interactive. That was in like 2000. Now I'm sure they're much better.
They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know, one way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Wow, we're getting really philosophical here. I don't even remotely know how you would be able to prove that, because that's one of the great mysteries. Oh, that's funny. I think we're getting a little too philosophical here. Is this the exact thing that's on there?
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
What's that supposed to mean? I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try. Why would I get involved? I haven't seen Hayden in forever. No, I want to let's go on an adventure.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Are we? Oh, so we're like a detective? Humph, we'll see about that.
Don't worry, if Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Was anyone out for Hayden? We already asked this.
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert. But he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies.
I would disagree. There are a ton of obvious enemies and those people that don't want the modifications to be happening.
There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Well then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Wow, perfect, awesome. So you just spent my money without any, like, permission? I could totally afford that. Lead the way. Why not the police? They might be able to help. Okay, Bobblehead. That's a good name for you. I'll help, but there better be a story here. Oh, wait, maybe we're a news reporter. Because then there would be a story here. There'll be a story here. I don't know. I could totally afford that. Lead the way. I want to call him Bobblehead. I want to see what they do.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much. In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation.
Oh, you're going to pay me?
I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
This is also a really good one. Why not go to the police? They may be able to help, you know. Usually, you go to the police with a missing person. You don't just, like, randomly go to a friend. Maybe that didn't occur to our little robo friend.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay.
One of the last things Hayden told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform of this. My calculations show that the possibilities of a leak are dangerously high. Corruption, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility to consider. If it becomes public that Hayden has been kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger. His chances of escape would surely decrease. We must keep this to ourselves for now, please.
All right, lead the way. I'm game. Look at that little chicken. It's having a good time because...
That's strange.
What is strange, little Turing? Huh?
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it. You might have misheard. You were busy running away. Well, you know what? I actually don't think that robots would be susceptible to that. They would either hear something or they wouldn't. It wouldn't be a magic. Oh, but this is more human-like. Ooh, I don't know. Because how would it process that? Would it have a little wave file or something in its head? And it would just process it? Because then it would be able to tell, hey, there's a sound here or not, and be able to, like, play it and stuff. I don't know. I'm going to go with this one.
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work.
Ooh, I'm not liking this. If your access codes still work on a brand new fucking door, that means that door is only opening for you, pal. There could be people trying to take you in there.
Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
We shouldn't disturb any evidence, just in case we need to go. Please, after all, just be careful. You made your point about the door. Just head in. No. We shouldn't disturb any evidence, just in case we need to go to the police after all. He said, though, that they can't go to the police, so this one doesn't make any sense. Just be careful. Oh, my God. Will that prevent it from opening? Just be careful.
Will do.
Wow, this is a nice looking. Look at this place. Oh my gosh, I would want to live here. Look at the pretty glass. He's got a nice view. Probably got a lot of money though. It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped? Let's be more explicit.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Aren't you programmed against charming humans?
Of course not. How silly.
Wait, isn't that like a law? I guess the people don't have to agree to it, though.
To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Please don't. Comforting, Turing. Why don't you? Please don't. It would be fun to see you try. Let's not do that one.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
You did the right thing by escaping. What's done is done. We need to focus on finding him. You know what? If they were coming there explicitly to pick up a little ROM, they may have had equipment that would be able to deal with them, you know? If they knew that this little person, oh my god, it's not a person, this little robo-ROM was there, and they're capable of ripping off arms, maybe they came with, like, other weaponized ROMs, which would be very capable of dealing with little Turing here. I'm gonna say, what's done is done. We need to focus on finding him.
excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Alright, here we go. What would I be? Saving! What would I be if I were a clue in here? What would be something that even humans would not necessarily notice? How do I? There we go. Let me see. Well, there's some little dibbly-doos over here. Memory card. Oh, broken tech? Look at it. It looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Okay, pick it up. Bam. What about you? Broken tech. This must be what they use to, like, interface with stuff. Look at it. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Okay, look at it again. He's normally not messy like this. Okay, what do we got? Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish, or like maybe they deliberately broke it. We don't know that. Game consoles. Look at them. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Familink. Okay. Look at them again. All the game discs are organized in the cabinet, old enough to be from before the great switch to full digital. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. So, you'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Oh. Oh, I get it, we're not playing it. All right. Pictures. Plant. Look at the plant. Pick it up. Take it, look at it first. It could be bad. The plant is not doing much better than the one at home. Look at it again. May have to ask Hayden for gardening advice soon. Or maybe Turing knows a thing or two. Oh, it's doing better. Okay, let's use it. Pause off. Because based on your track record, it's for the best. Take it. Mine. Oh! We were going to use our inventory with it. Oh, that's tricking me. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. Where do you think he was in that picture? Oh. He asked you to tag along on a trip. Dallas, a long time ago. It was too expensive. He looks happy here. He does look happy. He also looks alone. Uh-huh. Where in the world was he? Neat hat. That looks like Amazon. Any more? No. Okay. Use it. The sentient is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, hey, look, a window that works.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from.
Oh.
It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that. Are you sturdy enough to survive that kind of... Well, we already know that because he did it. Oh, maybe... Yeah, how did you get down? Maybe he was... Or the Turing was creative.
I took the fire escape.
Oh, okay. Very clever. Of course you did. Let's look at it one more time. See, horizontal sliding never fails. Plus, they're perfectly polished. It's a long way down. Better be careful on the balcony. Yeah, just don't even go on there. Perfect. What we got? TV. Oh, we haven't talked to TV yet. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips. Augmented eye. Hey, I remembered that one! I remembered that. That was from Valhalla. There are no buttons on the screen, and there's no need to watch TV right now. Fine, I just wanted to like see what TV was like in the future. Be a dick about it. Okay, computer. Shelves? Oh, books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Oh, how convenient. Look at it again. Okay, fine. Throw them out of the way. What is it? Tablet. Hell yeah.
Ah, that device.
It's an Apple iPad, version 25.
I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Interesting. I will interface with that in just a minute.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Why not? You hacked my door easily enough. Of course you don't. That would be too easy.
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms with a much weaker processor. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
We're gonna have to go ask Alma. Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
That does not sound like something that I would believe, considering how you literally are a computer.
I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, does Turing not... Maybe Turing doesn't realize that they actually are more human than they appear. So if they're useful with painting, that's nothing that you could put into an algorithm. Unless it's like where you look from an eye or from a vantage point and are just copying, in which that's called a printer, right? Painting? I want a task about that.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
I hated that era. Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be very good at. Exactly.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
Well, I mean, like, the things that we kind of value. I mean, of all the artist friends that I've talked to, there's a huge respect for the Renaissance era with, like, Leonardo da Vinci, where they would go into the ateliers and learn from another master. But even that isn't necessarily supposed to be exact art, like an exact duplication. It's supposed to be kind of like what the eye is seeing. There's this kind of human element that comes through. I mean, like, you can put a photo into Photoshop and you can add a filter and it will get all the line-looking things. And it might even get the contour just right and you'll have all those things be perfect, but there's some human element that's missing from it. I don't know, I've always found it very fascinating.
But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Okay, feel? Let's get back to searching. All right, what else do we got? I think it's time for us to interface with that tablet. I could just take it? Look at it.
We can't use it without the card. Go ahead and insert it.
I got an achievement called Put the Thingy in the Doohickey.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections.
That would make sense.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Stardust added to city map. That's an awesome name for a place.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map.
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
Okay, do that. I want to be called Washu.
We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
Wow, that's so good.
I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Sure, whatever. Just get this crap over with. Cool, bring it on. I want to act like we actually... This Turing person robot is growing on me.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
I do not like how your face just changed, Turing.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Oh, yes! Oh, I get to enter a name! Woo! Okay, we're gonna be Washu. Oh my god. I was so hoping that we were gonna be able to do this. Thank you. Do you wish to keep this name? Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
That is so forward-leaning of you. They, them, I think more options? Whoa, what the fuck? Custom pronouns. Oh my god. What kind of custom?
Please enter your pronouns.
Here we go. Okay, pronoun. So that means her, he, her, she, they, etc. Okay, I'm gonna do Lord. Lord. He may. Possessive, there. I'm gonna do there. Alright, possessive pronoun. I'm gonna just do theirs.
Should it be is or are?
Is.
Here's how your pronouns look in action.
Washu went to the park. I went with Hime. Lord brought their Hessie. At least I thought the Hessie was theirs. Lord is a good friend. Oh my god, I love it!
Does that look right?
Yes! Oh, that looks so right.
Thank you.
Oh my
I have input
god.
your pronouns.
Perfect, thank you.
Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Oh my god, are you serious? You want the real life one? Oh my god, I just went on to keto for a little bit. Is that even on here? God damn it, Turing. Alcohol free. I guess the closest to the how long? Oh, gluten free, kosher. I guess the closest one is probably still probably omnivorous, but vegetarian would be closer. I'll go vegetarian.
Diet set as vegetarian.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Thank you for confirming.
Beautiful.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Hell yeah.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again.
In review, your name is Washu, your
Does
pronouns
that
are
sound
Lord
right?
Hime, and your diet is vegetarian. Does that sound right? That is, I like that. Correct.
Thank you.
No problemo.
See, that was relatively painless.
I mean, I enjoyed it intensely.
You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here.
No problemo, little robot friend.
Let's head back to your home. You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Is that my plant?
Have you been overwatering it?
My what? Don't plants need lots of water?
It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in.
Interesting, so it's more desert-oriented.
Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Plant's named Wilty. I got it from a friend a couple months ago. Mildew, time to give the landlord another call. We have more important things to worry about. I want to talk about this.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Oh, thank you. That could be causing all kinds of sickness.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through. I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh my god.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem.
We have more important things. My plant's name is Wilty. I got it from friends a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about the plant?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
That actually kind of hurts. Sure, Turing, whatever you want.
Excellent. The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing.
What's up?
When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
All right, how perfect, because this is, we're just gonna have to take a break right here. I don't want to! Oh my god, this is hard for me! Oh, I got out of sync of having consistently length parts, and now I'm paying for it. So thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part.